Semandi, why? Hey babies, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I have the pretty, the stunning, the disgustingly beautiful Palesa.
Hi guys.
And today we're going to be talking about self-esteem and self-confidence. But before we get into this video, please like, comment and subscribe. And let's do this. Wait, so Palesa.
Yeah.
What do you think self-esteem and self-confidence is?
I think in the simplest form that I can describe it as, it's just really trusting yourself and trusting in your abilities.
Yeah.
No matter what the situation or the circumstances are.
Okay. So do you think that self-esteem and self-confidence is the same thing?
Self-esteem and self-confidence. I don't think so. I think your self-esteem fuels your self-confidence.
In what sense?
I feel like how it's happen when you trust yourself, it's easy, or it becomes easier for you to have the confidence to do certain things or to be a certain way, right? It's almost like with an analogy of a kettle.
Yeah.
Your self-esteem is the kettle
Itself.
but your self-confidence is the water, you know. So your self-esteem is the vessel in which your self-confidence stems from.
And I agree with what you're saying, because I believe that your self-confidence and your self-esteem is really not the same thing, because the word confidence comes from the Latin word, I don't know if you know this, but fidere, which means to trust yourself. And I feel like someone who's self-confident, literally you can arise to the occasion, you can seize opportunities and you can tackle difficulties no matter what happens. And your self-esteem, which means to weigh and value in Latin, and I feel like the analogy that you use with the kettle, your self-esteem is basically the matrix in which you feel, react and reflect, and also it ultimately determines the relationship you have with yourself, with other people, and even the world. So I do agree with that, with what you're saying.
Yeah.
So do you think that it's hard to keep up your self-esteem and confidence in this day and age that we live in today?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. I think it's always been difficult, but now with the added pressure of seeing everyone's life.
Exactly.
Because I think back in the day, yes, we had the same challenges, but it wasn't so pronounced, or it didn't pronounce your challenges that much, because you didn't see other people's lives as much. And now with the age of technology, with especially social media, it makes it even worse, because now you're looking at someone else's life, and unfortunately, in as much as we'd like to deny it, you looking into someone else's life really affects you, or it affects most people, especially those with low self-esteem. And it makes it even worse when you look into someone else's life and you think, whoa, I don't have this, I don't have that. So now it becomes even worse for you to be able to talk yourself into having a good self-esteem.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I feel like it's also tough in the sense that with Instagram and so much of what's going on right now, we are influenced in so many ways, and it's scary that we live in a time where society, especially with social media, gets to dictate how you're supposed to look, how you're supposed to talk, how you're supposed to, like, how you should be poised.
Yeah.
And it's sad how a lot of people who are growing up, even ourselves, we look on Instagram and we're like, yo, this girl who did us so, this girl who did us so, and you literally compare yourself to that. And it's just genuinely tough. But one thing that I learned is that just be yourself. Honestly, just be yourself, because I feel like if you're one of those girls, if you go on Instagram, you're like, oh, I wish I had this girl's body or this girl's thingy, and you feel some jealousy inside of you, please unfollow that person. Honestly, unfollow that person, because that is literally gonna lead you into a slippery slope that's going to go to the pits.
Yeah.
Because you cannot be envying what someone else has. You know, I feel like there's a solution to everything. With your self-esteem and your self-confidence, there is a solution to everything. Are you willing to fix it?
Right, exactly. And I feel like people don't want to unfollow people because, one, what's Mang Mang going to say when I unfollow Lerato?
So,
so I want positive.
It doesn't happen. It doesn't work.
Delete, unfollow, live your life, evaluate your life, and make peace with your life and your circumstances.
And adding to what you just said now, self-confidence and self-esteem comes from you. You can't get it from somebody else. If really you feel like, why does this person make me feel like this, you need to reevaluate yourself. And I feel like when you feel a certain way, when you see something, it's normally an insecurity that you need to address. But I feel like when it comes to accepting yourself and being yourself, you need to identify what you don't like about yourself. You need to accept those things and learn that those things are what make you who you are. We all can't be perfect. We all can't look the same. That's why God didn't make us the same.
Yes.
But honestly, you need to learn what you don't like about yourself and accept those things and just move on with life. Keep it moving, because
keep it moving. Exactly. Keep it moving. Accept yourself, and once you've accepted yourself, you realize what role you play in the world.
Exactly.
And you realize that you have an important role to play in the world. Just because you're not the same as somebody else doesn't mean that you don't have a role in the world. So
definitely,
just accept yourself and move on.
Definitely. I wanted to ask you, do you feel like the person you date or the person that you're with can decrease or increase your self-esteem and self-confidence? Because I had this conversation with someone and they were like, no, your person can't decrease your self-esteem. I'm like, but they can.
Yeah, no, I think they can. I think it's possible for someone to knock your self-confidence or your self-esteem, and it's possible for them to build it also.
Exactly.
However, we should not solely place that responsibility on the person that we're with.
Exactly.
It's the same as with your family or with your friends. They're an added extra, but they're not the essence of who you are.
Exactly.
But I definitely think someone has the ability to add or to take away from your self-confidence with their actions.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And also what they say to you, because I remember, especially with your friends, guys, check your friends. Those jabs they hide behind, I'm joking. Reevaluate those things, because I remember I was in high school once, I was close to this girl, and she'd always say things like, I can't mention names, but she always like, no, don't, he has a bigger ass than you, that's why boys like her more, and all those things. And I was just like, that's so hectic. And I'm so grateful that my mom, when I got to grade 8, she was just like, babes, there'll always be someone who's prettier than you, smarter than you, nicer body than you. Just be yourself. And don't let anyone pressurize you into doing things that you're not supposed to be doing and things that you don't want to do. So I feel like, Vela, you shouldn't place that responsibility to the person that you're with. You should, Vela, learn how to regulate and maintain your own self-esteem. But it's sad that friends and the people that you're with and your own family could make you feel like you're not worth it.
Yes, and in the same breath, when you evaluate the people that you're with, it's easy for you to take yourself out of the situation and say, I don't deserve this type of treatment. I don't deserve someone telling me my friend has a bigger ass than me and this is why they have this life or that kind of attention. If it doesn't work for you, get out. You'll always find friends. There are so many people in the world that you can be friends with.
Exactly.
You're not forced to stay with the same group of people for the rest of your life.
Especially when they keep knocking you down.
Precisely. Relationships are meant to build you, not knock you down.
Exactly.
So if you see something wrong, chuck do's and be out.
Exactly.
Be out.
And one thing that I always do with my friends, and I know I do it with you and you get so annoyed, I hype her up so much. Like, you need to hype up your friends. Like, you need to ensure that your friends are good, because at some point you don't know what's happening in their lives. So just telling them that they look beautiful, that they fire, that they this, that, it literally could boost up their self-confidence and their self-esteem, because they can be like, oh, You know, your face is sickening. Stop it. You're illegal. Listen, hyping up your friends is also important in the sense that you don't know what people are going through, and that could make them feel so much better about themselves. Because we all face demons that we don't want to reveal to the world.
True that.
Okay guys, so that is our video for today. Please like, comment and subscribe. If you have any questions for either of us about what we talked about today, please drop them down in the comment section down below. Please follow the amazing Palesa on Instagram. What's your handle?
Palesa Fleur, PALESAFLEUR.
I will put her handle in the description box down below. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so much. See you guys in my next video. Bye.